a trip or treat yourself to dinner or shopping. So stop searching all of those travel sites to find the lowest price on your next flight. Let one of our SmartFares expert travel agents find ridiculously low prices for you. Call SmartFares today and get the best price on your next flight. Guaranteed. Also, save up to 50% off business and first class tickets.
855-325-1820. 855-325-1820. That's 855-325-1820. Have you ever met a single person in your life that enjoys paying taxes? No, no one does. If you can't sleep at night because you have a huge problem with the IRS, I've got some free advice for you. This service is strictly limited to individuals that owe the IRS $10,000 or more in back taxes. And if you qualify, we can guarantee that you won't be writing a big fat check to the IRS, or our services cost you nothing. The first 100 people that call today will get a free tax consultation worth $500. Stop worrying about your IRS problem. We can help you, we promise. Call the tax doctor right now. I mean right now, to learn more. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. 800-240-4587. That's 800-240-4587.
Why have thousands of aspiring authors teamed up with Christian Faith Publishing to publish their book? Because Christian Faith Publishing is an author-friendly publisher who understands that your labor is more than just a book. We provide authors freedom and flexibility throughout the publishing process, professional book editing, award-winning design, and some of the highest royalty structures in the publishing industry. And as always, you will retain 100% of the rights to your book.
I was looking to find a company that I could trust, one that assisted in the editing process completely.
The most important qualities that I was looking for was a publisher who was honest and upfront, no hidden costs or fees, and owning the rights to my own work.
Christian Faith Publishing will publish, market, and sell your books in all major bookstores, online booksellers, as well as specialty Christian bookstores. Call for your free author submission kit.
800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. 800-978-4812. That's 800-978-4812.
Here's important new information from the Diabetes Solution Center for you, a family member, or a loved one suffering with diabetes. If you have lost your provider, or if you need a provider for diabetic supplies, you may qualify to receive your diabetic testing supplies now with little or no out-of-pocket cost, regardless of your age. All you need is Medicare or private insurance to be potentially eligible. Call the Diabetes Solution Center right now for details. Just takes a couple of minutes. Our friendly, knowledgeable agents will give you free, no-obligation information, handle all the insurance paperwork, and make sure your supplies are delivered directly to your door for free.
Call U.S. Medical Supply 24 hours a day. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. 800-597-9323. Call right now. 800-597-9323.
1, 2, 3, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb so high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now? Turn it up.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to High Tea with Kim and Alyssa.
What's up?
Hello. In case you guys haven't noticed, I'm solo in the studio today. Alyssa had to go and get COVID.
Dang it.
So we're making her stay at home, but she is on video. It should be popping up any second.
Yes.
If you're listening, I mean, we love Coach Greg, but that's not our graphic on the screen. There it is. Yeah, there we are. Hi. I miss you too. 2, welcome back from Florida. I like that we're both wearing orange.
Always.
So what's in your cup tonight?
It is the Fabulous, and swirling it. It's Gatorade. It's
Oh.
very all the rage.
Yeah, got to stay hydrated. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a loaded tea tonight. I am
Ooh.
glowing today. Like, see this?
You are. You really are.
It's my sparkling personality. Anyways, I've got a loaded tea from Hidden Creek Nutrition is what I'm sipping on tonight.
Nice.
Yeah, you know, because I need more caffeine in my life, apparently.
Girl, I don't know how you do it.
All right, me neither. So we've got some fun for you guys tonight, but first, I have a fun true crime to talk to you about.
Oh, yes. I want to hear.
So, I know you know the movie The Candyman.
Yes.
You know that's based on a real thing, right?
No, did not know that.
So Ronald O'Brien, aka the Candyman and the man who ruined Halloween in 1974. Yes, ma'am. So on Halloween night, 1974, Ronald O'Brien took his 8-year-old son Timothy and his daughter trick-or-treating with some neighborhood friends near their home in Deer Park. It's a suburb of Houston, you know, because I like to do all things Texas. Since there was a light rain falling, they only collected candy in a 2-block area for half an hour before returning home. As he went to bed, Ronald agreed to let both of his children eat one piece of candy before they went to sleep. They both chose large pixie sticks they had received. 30 seconds after he left Tim's room, he heard him crying, "Daddy, Daddy, my stomach hurts." Ronald later told reporters that his son was sobbing loudly, and he was in the bathroom convulsing and vomiting and gasping, and then he suddenly went limp. Oh, we lost Alyssa. She'll be back. His son died 90 minutes later at the hospital, and by the next day, the police department had determined the pixie stick was full of cyanide. His daughter, his 5-year-old daughter, Elizabeth, who also chose the same candy before going to bed, still had it in her hand the next morning. She was not able to get it open because of the staples that were keeping it shut, but it also contained poison. Hold on a second. I don't know what's happening. Where'd you go? Hold on. I can't see you, Alyssa. Are you back? There you go. I see you now. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, I've heard you the whole time.
Okay. Well, it was like you disappeared. I got you back now.
We're good. We're good.
So news that a child had been poisoned to death exploded across Texas and the entire U.S. One local detective working the case told the Associated Press reporter that parents should get rid of all the Halloween candy collected by their children. It's just not worth the risk, is what the detective said. If parents want their children to eat candy, let them go to the store and buy candy. So parents followed his advice and threw away their children's Halloween candy. And the event helped to forever spoil a once popular children's holiday.
Wow.
So Ronald, an optician, aided police in their efforts to narrow down the location where the pixie sticks were handed out. During their search, 5 other poisoned pixie sticks were found with children who had also gone trick-or-treating with the O'Briens. Early in the investigation, Ronald's help raised their suspicions. He couldn't seem to locate the house, although it was a small area. They also learned that he had recently taken out several life insurance policies on both of his children. Yeah.
Oh.
His son was insured for $30,000. At 2015, when this article was written, that would have been, when adjusted for inflation, it would have been equivalent to about $145,000.
Jeez.
Yeah. On Monday, November 4th, Ronald O'Brien was arrested for the murder of his son, and police were tight-lipped over their evidence. But 1 week later, a recorded grand jury hearing revealed there was little doubt that he was behind the murder. 2 months before his son's death, O'Brien telephoned a friend who was a chemist, asking about how he could get cyanide and how much would be fatal. This is, I feel like, where people fall off the rails. Like,
yeah,
you don't Google things. You don't ask for help. I mean, if you're going to take somebody out, do it on a wing and a prayer, you know?
Yeah.
When the chemist inquired why he was asking these questions, O'Brien replied that he was just curious and nothing more. Because that's a normal thing for people to be curious
everybody
about.
just asks.
Yeah, you know. And so, then a chemical salesman testified that O'Brien tried to purchase potassium cyanide, but the only size they had available was their typical bulk size of 5 pounds. Since that was too much, you know, I only want a little bit. I don't want 5 pounds. He backed out of the sale. So on Halloween night, friends who went with the O'Briens reported Ronald had gone to one particular house alone and was seen returning with pixie sticks, which he gave to his own children and their 2 children and another neighborhood child. So he's given this to 5 kids now. For those poisonings, he was also charged with 4 counts of attempted murder.
Good grief.
Finally, his own brother told the court that he was a poor manager who had trouble keeping a job and was poor financial conditions at the time of Timothy's death. Yeah, this is crazy. So the trial was held in May of 1975. The witnesses and his own wife testified against him, which isn't there that spousal privilege? Isn't that a thing?
So. Yeah,
where you
like
you can't be compelled to testify against. That doesn't mean you can't, but they can't make you do it, right?
Right.
Okay. Excuse me. Daneen, I think I'm saying that correctly. O'Brien told the jury.
The names. Why is every story we have bad names?
It is spelled. We can't pronounce them. They are pronounced. It's spelled Daynene. How would you say that?
Danon?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Anyways, his wife told the jury that life with her husband bore a constant struggle with debt and financial pressure. Although they were behind on some loan payments, she revealed that her husband had bought $10,000 of accidental life insurance policies for both of their children. And then after Timothy's funeral, she learned that he had spent another $108 on premiums for 2 more policies valued at $20,000 each.
Wow.
So, you think 1975, $108, that's a lot of money. I mean, hell, I think it's a lot of money now, but 1975 or 74. When her husband began talking about how they were going to spend the money after their son had just died, she became alarmed. He wanted to pay off bills and then take a trip to Florida.
No, Florida. Don't do it. You'll get the Rona.
So the Associated Press captured her sentiment toward her husband during his trial. Mrs. O'Brien, testifying in a trial that could send her husband to the electric chair, appealed cool and without emotion. She spoke in a clear, steady voice and kept her eyes averted from her husband.
So do we think she was in on it?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like it.
I don't know.
Because she was like, she knew about the one insurance policy on her children, but then she found out that there was 2 more on them. Like,
Oh, real quick, shout out to Angie. Water's in my cup. She has the Rona too. Every one of us that went to Florida all tested positive.
Yay for you guys. Yeah. Well, I mean, y'all were in a car for 12 hours together.
Yeah, wow. I don't know how we got it.
There ain't no telling.
Now, I'm glad our show wasn't yesterday because this girl was writing her obits. I was ready.
That's why I was like, just
call my maker.
Go back to bed. It's fine. Go back to bed.
Anyways.
So later, his insurance agent testified that Ronald called him within hours of Timothy's death to begin the process of filing the claim. Like, your child just died of cyanide poisoning, and you're calling to file the complaint just hours. Like,
you're trying to get that money,
right? Yeah.
But how do you? I guess as a parent, I mean, do you decide from the minute they're born that you're waiting for the right moment just to kill them?
I have no idea. These people are on a whole other level. So during, oh my gosh, I can't talk tonight. During the defense's case, character
Mhm.
witnesses were called to testify that Ronald O'Brien was a sweet guy. He was always kind to children and attended church regularly where he donated his time.
Shocker.
He was a very concerned parent and sensitive to their needs, one of his coworkers told the court.
Bet he
Um,
was.
yeah. His attorney also tried to counter some of the more damaging claims by prosecution witnesses, including his attempt to purchase cyanide and his discussions of cyanide with coworkers. Later, during closing arguments, he pointed out that the prosecution was unable to prove his client actually purchased cyanide from any chemical company.
Mm.
Okay. But it wasn't enough. And on June 3rd, 1975, the man who ruined Halloween was declared guilty after the Houston jury deliberated for just 46 minutes.
Wow.
That's it. That's a quick turnaround for a
That is a
jury.
quick turnaround.
So the next day, the 31-year-old former auxiliary police officer, optician, and future ex-husband, I like how they put future ex-husband in there,
Oh my
was
God.
sentenced to die in the electric chair.
Well,
That's Texas for you. But, we've got
you
a
can't
but.
kill Texas children.
No. On March 31st of 1984, the execution method had changed to lethal injection. 8 years, 9 months, and 28 days after he was sentenced to die, Ronald Clark O'Brien, the Houston Candyman, and the man who ruined Halloween, was pronounced dead at 12:48 in the morning. He maintained his innocence all the way to the end. In an interview before he died, the reinvigorated Christian said, "Because I have no guilt, I really have got nothing to worry about."
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
The miracle he was hoping for never came. So, and then he left a final statement. He applied his faith to forgive those who were about to wrong him. He says, said, he's not saying it now. What is about to transpire in a few moments is wrong. However, we as human beings do make mistakes and errors. The execution is one of those wrongs, yet doesn't mean our whole system of justice is wrong. Therefore, I would forgive all of those who have taken part in any way in my death. Also, to anyone I have offended in any way during my 31 years, I pray and ask your forgiveness, just as I forgive anyone who offended me in any way. And I pray and ask God's forgiveness for all those of us, respectively, as human beings. To my loved ones, I extend my undying love. To those close to me, know in your hearts I love you and all, one and all. God bless you all, and may God's best blessings. Good Lord, this is why I don't need to drink caffeine. Oh my gosh. Be always yours, Ronald C. O'Brien. P.S. During my time here, I have been treated well by all the TDC personnel. That's a
Good.
random thing to add to your goodbye letter.
Yeah.
Yeah. So outside, this is what I get. What I think is funny. Outside the Huntsville, Texas prison, employees from a local bar handed out pixie sticks to the 200 to 300 people who were gathered outside the death chamber.
That is not okay. That is not okay.
I think it's funny.
Oh my
I mean, it's not funny,
God.
but it is. You know what I mean? Like, I have a morbid sense of humor anyways. So, yeah.
That's kinda wrong.
Yeah. That was my little one that I found today. And I
That's
got it
wild.
because I've never seen the movie Candyman. Obviously, I don't like scary movies.
Yes.
My mom always told me it was terrifying and never to watch it, so I didn't.
It was terrifying.
Yeah. And so I thought, okay, Halloween, the Candyman, like let's read this story about the Houston
Yeah.
one.
I didn't
Yeah.
know it was real. I mean, I've seen all the Candymans, including the remakes,
Yeah.
and I did not know that shit was real.
Yeah. So apparently I don't know if it's based, I don't even know the story of the movies, but I don't know if it's based off of that or what, but that's what they called him.
Yeah. That's pretty close.
The man who ruined Halloween.
That's
How
wild.
sad. Yeah.
Oh, Eric's on. Hi, Eric. Stay
Hi,
home
Eric.
and stay away from people. You're positive too.
Yes. Oh, it sucks. I'm so sorry. All of you guys are sick. It
Well, what
is.
kills me is I can't really say for sure about Eric because he hasn't really expressed his uh symptoms in our chat. But
Yeah.
Clint isn't even like affected. He's been walking around here like he
Like he's
don't
fine.
feel. Yes. And I'm
Oh.
over here like quarantine, dying,
Yeah, you
all the
sound
things.
super congested.
Yeah, it's so dumb. And Angie's the last time I talked to her, she was on her deathbed running 103. So
Oh, yeah. You guys keep drinking the water and Gatorade.
yes,
My goodness.
I know.
So we
But
labeled, yeah, go ahead.
well, I have to tell you this because I haven't gotten to talk to you in forever.
I
I'm
know.
fever free as of today. If
Yay!
I can make it 24 hours fever free, I
Yeah.
should be in the clear. And I'm not moving from this bed
No.
until Saturday when it's
Yeah.
time to get ready.
Yes. I know. I have your costume. Like I got to bring it all over. Just
Yes,
fine. I mean, I'm
totally
coming over
fine.
anyway.
Yeah.
So, speaking of costumes,
Oh,
my
yes.
kids got theirs in the mail.
Oh, mine kids come in tomorrow, I think.
I died laughing. So, one of
What are
their
they going to be?
favorite games on the Xbox to play is Fall Guys,
Mm-hmm.
I think is what it's called. The little beans. They're like, we call them
Fallout?
beans.
Is it Fallout?
No, it's not Fallout. It's
Oh,
like
Fall
you're
Guys.
like all these
Oh, you're Slinky.
kinda. Yeah.
Kinda.
Well, one of them is going to be his costume is like a giant Slurpee. His hands go through the cup and it sits on top of him.
Oh
And
my
then the
gosh.
other one is an inflatable chicken bean.
Oh my gosh.
Like we blew it up. It is huge. It's
Oh my
huge. Like
gosh.
we bought the youth size. I could fit into it.
Yeah.
Like
Oh
I'm
my
excited.
Lord.
And I'm like,
That's
can you
hysterical.
see out of it? I've got pictures I'll have to send you.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, I'm excited for it. They're happy. So I'm like, whatever.
Good. That's fine.
Yeah.
Asher is going to be a gorilla from Gorilla Tag.
Oh, that's right. You were telling me about that. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And poor
Nice.
kid, all he wants to do is come in here and sit with me.
Oh, and you're like, no.
That's the worst. Like I would say I can weather the storm of pain and misery and fever.
Mhm. Yeah.
Oh, your kid wants to just lay with you. I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't. I'm sorry.
I think when I had it, once my fever broke, I felt
Yeah.
okay. But it was like
Yeah.
I felt like every bone in my body was aching. Like my teeth hurt, like everything. I was so
Everything.
cold. And like
Mhm.
I had on sweatpants, I had on a shirt, I had on a hoodie, like I
Oh
had
yeah.
socks on, and I cannot sleep with something on my feet.
Yeah.
And I had like the sheet, I had the quilt, I had the heating
Oh
pad and
yeah.
a hot water bottle under there with me. And I even told my husband, I was like, bring me another blanket. Like I was like, I'm freezing.
Yeah. Wait till I
Like,
reenact for you. Getting up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and the window unit was on and
why? It was like 40 degrees outside this morning.
my whole face was just on fire and the only way
Oh.
I just needed that airflow.
So you were burning up.
Well, I was from here up, but the rest of me was freezing.
That's
So I
so
get up to go
weird.
to the bathroom and as I walked past the ground fan that I use for noise,
Yeah.
the way the wind hit me, I went into like
Like you were
eccentric
like
shivering
shivering.
to
Yeah.
the point that you would have, if Clint
I
would have
can't
walked
move.
in, he would have thought I was seizing because I was going,
Oh
I was shaking and my teeth, and I couldn't
Your
even
teeth
hardly
were chattering.
chattering like the worst I've ever felt. And it was like everything was tense. Everything had chilly bumps. I was like,
Oh my gosh.
it was
Oh my
terrible.
gosh.
It was
No.
terrible. More than anything. And after I got in bed and I finally like got warmed up,
Yeah.
I was laughing at myself. Like, I wish I could.
You gotta laugh at yourself with it, you know?
Yeah, I wish I could have videoed that shit. It was
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
I don't get this sick that often.
Oh, yay. Angie said she's feeling better. She thinks her fever finally broke.
Oh,
So
good.
that's what happened to me.
Good.
It was like as soon as my fever was gone, I was like, oh, I don't feel so bad now.
Yes.
So yay. Seems like you
Yes.
guys are coming up to that
I don't know,
the
but
top
the
of the
new
hill.
the new medicine they gave us, it's called Paxlovid.
Okay.
Um,
I'm like, I don't know. It's probably something I
well,
can't take. So
well, Probably. But it's apparently if you don't have insurance or something, it's like a $1,500.
Oh, why?
I was like, what?
That's too much.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's gross. I'll just be sick.
Right. I'll drink Theraflu. It'll be fine.
Fine. People have been drinking Theraflu for years.
Right?
It's fine. Yeah.
So we called today's episode Spillin Facts. So we thought we'd drop some facts on you. I have a couple of questions for you.
Good. Look, I got some too.
I want to know your top 3
Oh, shit.
celebrity crushes.
Top 3?
Your top 3 in no
Ooh.
particular order, but your top 3.
Are we talking famous on TikTok?
No, we're talking
Damn. Fine.
real, actually famous.
Good, because I'm glad you didn't make me spill TikTok because I don't want to.
I can't. No, I don't know.
I can't either.
I'm like, I don't know anybody's name on there.
We don't know their
I
true
don't know.
identities.
Right? It's probably some AI bot.
Whatever, that AI dude is fine. Okay, celebrity crushes. I'm definitely number 1 is Michael Bublé, hands down.
Okay, yep, I knew that one.
Love, obsessed with his personality and everything, and his voice and everything and everything and everything. Let's see. Number 2, I would have to say I'm gonna have to go with a Ryan Reynolds just because of his wit and his smartassness.
Yeah.
I do love that about him. I mean, he's good looking, obviously, but
Right.
I don't typically go for the obvious good looking guy.
Okay. But it's
More
his personality?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Personality. Okay. And number 3, Jude Law.
Jude Law.
That's a fine piece of man.
What?
But from the movie The Holiday.
That specific.
Have you seen it?
think- Yeah.
You've seen the movie The Holiday with
I
Cameron
have.
Diaz?
Yep, I have.
Jude Law is hot.
I
and
don't see
he
it.
talks British.
He is British,
Fine.
isn't he?
Well, yes.
Okay.
And you know what? He does the voice in Jack Frost as the boogeyman.
Oh, okay.
Very hot voice.
I feel like that's a really random one. Jude Law. Okay.
It is
Okay.
random.
Well, I have 4 because I can't narrow it down to 3. So
Hey,
obviously,
hang on, I already know one.
what? Who?
The Office.
John Krasinski. Yep.
Yep.
I like him, especially with his beard. Chase Stokes. I feel he plays John B. Rutledge in Outer
Oh.
Banks. So he's not 16. He's like 32 years old. It's fine.
Angie, you can play. You've gotta
Yes,
have
Angie,
celebrity
let me know.
crushes.
Okay. Oh, she said she's not playing. She doesn't have any celebrity crutches.
Bullshit.
Crushes.
Ask her to name her top 3 fangirl musicians.
Okay, there we go.
yeah.
They're famous.
They're famous.
celebrities.
Mhm.
Okay, and then Max Zuckery. Yes. He plays Conrad Hawkins. You're like, I have no idea who these people are. He plays Conrad Hawkins in The Resident.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. And then because I can't decide between him and Max Theriot. I can't. He plays Bodie in Fire Country. He was in The Pacifier, Nancy Drew, Point Break. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Those are my top ones.
Nice.
Eric said Dolly Parton. Classic.
Because of her boobs.
Yeah, well.
Do you really think she's hot? Come on.
I think she's pretty.
Mm-mm.
I mean, I've always thought Dolly Parton's pretty. Well,
I've
I already told you next Halloween you should dress up like Dolly Parton, and then I need to dress up like Jolene because
I'm
they talk
for
about
it.
her auburn hair, and I'm like, you already have a blonde wig. Like we can
See?
tease it up and get you some big curls. Yes.
I told you Angie had him. George
George
Strait,
Strait,
Wade
Wade
Bowen, and
and Wade Bowen. Very good. Okay. George Strait. All right.
I do love the Outer Banks gentlemen. They're
Yes.
smoking. But,
Chase Stokes.
you know,
Mhm.
it's hard to pick because I really like all the bald men. So I love Jason Statham.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
him. Yeah. DMX,
Yeah.
but he's dead. So,
Yeah. Do you have a current favorite song?
ooh, yes.
What is it? Is it a Michael Bublé song?
No.
I have
'cause
such
all
a hard
his
time
songs-
saying that man's name.
I love all of his. He's not. I don't think he has any new songs. Favorite song right now that is that song that it goes oh God, Cover Me Up by Morgan Wallen.
Oh, yeah. I like
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen's
Know
music.
You're Enough. You know, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna sing.
You can. You don't have to.
Because she's celebrity royalty, Eric. Okay.
She is.
You're right. Okay,
She
you got that.
is. Oh, and Angie, about George Strait, my mom used to say, "Oh, I'm going to have to tell you when we come back. We are going to take a break. You guys refill your cups. We've got lots more to talk about and lots more to spill. We'll be right back."
Let's be honest, wheelchairs are heavy, bulky, and ugly. If you carry a wheelchair in your car to take care of a loved one, you know how hard it is getting that clunky, old-style wheelchair in and out of your car. Introducing the Feather Chair Wheelchair. At 13 pounds, it's the world's lightest wheelchair. It folds in seconds and fits neatly in your trunk, backseat, or closet, so you can take it everywhere. And it's only available right here. Order yours today and get a free wheelchair case, a $50 value, yours free. The Feather Chair. The world's lightest wheelchair is just $4.99 with easy payments as low as $16 a month. Sorry, no Medicare or insurance accepted. So call right now to order yours.
800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. 800-823-5826. That's 800-823-5826.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581. 877-247-1581.
1, 2, 3, now we're playing with the big boys. Gonna take it to the street, now we're gonna make a big noise. Gonna climb so high, now we're rising up. Are you ready now?
Turn it up. Yeah. Welcome back to High Tea with Kim and Alyssa. Thanks for sticking with us. We hope you refilled your cups and are ready for more. So I know you've kind of been quarantined in your room. Do you have some reality to spill? Yes, you do. Are you muted? Did I mute you? I did. I did. Well, I didn't want you to, like, if you had to blow your nose or something, I didn't want you to do it.
Good looking out.
You know?
Yes, I do have some reality.
Good.
So I was excited to find out that Chelsea won our Big Brother.
You did. I know. I didn't know if you wanted me to tell you or not. That's why I was like,
wasn't.
Do you
No,
want to
that's
know?
Yeah,
I wasn't just going to come out and say it.
I've seen so many of their TikToks and their Instagrams, and
they're
all their
cute.
stuff. They're hanging out. They're all hanging out.
I knew if she went to the final two, I knew she was going to win. It was unanimous. It was unanimous.
Chelsea definitely played hard.
I really think that MJ should have taken Cam to the end because I don't think anybody would have voted for Cam.
Mm-mm.
I think they all would have voted for MJ. But
me too.
It wasn't wasn't my vote.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So that was good. The Golden Bachelorette. Oh my gosh.
I did not get to watch it.
I
ran out of time today.
Yes, I did too. I have not watched last night's because I couldn't I couldn't even.
Yeah.
But I'm going to catch up on it probably after I am done with the show. But I have been hearing all the good things, all the cute things.
Mhm.
And then I am still catching up on. I should be almost caught up on Love Is Blind.
Girl, so much drama has gone down. I'm talking sexting with somebody who's not your fiance,
I
secret
know.
kids, secret
Yeah.
children.
Like,
Why did you not tell her that?
oh my
Okay, and I say
gosh.
secret children. He was a sperm donor to some friends, and then I don't know how that came about, but yeah. But
You
I
would
think
think
those 2, who is that? That's Ashley and
Ashley.
Tyler.
Uh-huh.
I think they're gonna make it.
I
Um,
think so too. I
Steven and
really do.
Monica they're done.
Yeah.
She was like, "Get out, leave," and then
Yeah.
they weren't even he's not even on the show anymore.
Nope.
Like, he's just gone.
It's
And,
weird.
then Alex and Tim are
Mhm.
not going to get married. He said before he walked out of the door, and he was like, "I'll sleep fine tonight knowing I don't ever have to see you again."
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't even know what they were fighting
Mm-mm-mm.
about. I could tell though, like at their reveal,
Yeah.
it was not the chemistry was not there anymore.
No, you can
It
tell.
was just
Yeah,
yeah.
you can
And I
tell.
have my doubts about Hannah and Nick
I don't. Yeah, I just don't
because
know about
I think
them.
right at the end of that episode they were like, "We're not." She's like, "We're not going to get married."
Yeah,
So we're gonna see.
I know. It's
We're
so
gonna see what
wild.
happens. And I guess Ramses and Marissa. Ramses is having some like I don't know if I
Yeah,
want to do this type thing. I
yeah.
don't know, but they're cute together.
They are cute. It's just,
Yeah,
it's all like, oh my god.
yeah,
Like once they moved in together, it was like all hell broke loose.
yeah.
So
Because she
weird.
didn't want to go on birth control and he didn't want to use condoms.
Yeah. I mean, good
Come
grief.
on, people. It's God, whatever.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I
And
know. That's so
then
wild.
Survivor last night,
Ooh,
they did something that they have never done before.
really?
So, they've been broken up into 3 tribes. We're down to, well, after last night, 13 people, but there's last night's episode, there was 14 people left. So during a
Mm.
reward challenge, they split them into 2 teams of 7. So your tribes were mixed in between the 2, and whoever won got to go to
Oh.
the sanctuary for a survivor social hour.
Oh.
Where you can get the
Hmm.
dirt on all the other tribes and what's
Yeah.
going on. And there was one girl from the red team who was on the winning team. And she went and she spilled it all.
She
Because she's on the
did.
bottom over there. She knows she is because she got blindsided the night before when they voted people out. Like,
Mm-mm-mm.
it's crazy. And so next week, the merge is happening. So they're all gonna be on one beach. We're gonna see. We're
Yep.
gonna see. I think there's gonna be some splits happening. Everybody's like, we're gonna
Oh
stay,
yeah.
blue tribe strong. And I'm like, nah, you're not though.
No, you're not.
Because you're not.
Nope. You're gonna
Yeah.
do what gets you further in your game.
Yep, exactly. So
Mhm.
I'm anxious to see how that's gonna
Yeah.
play out. Yeah.
I still have not gotten to catch up on the summit, but I do want to really
I've
badly.
seen I think there's one new episode out. I think I'm behind one episode. I've watched
Okay.
the first 2.
Okay.
I can't figure out. I think it comes on Sundays, maybe?
Is it? I need to figure that out.
I don't know. Yeah, me too, because I have no idea.
Yes.
I had to get through Big Brother. That was my thing.
I know. I know.
I
We
had
were.
to get through Big Brother. Yeah.
Yes. My
But I think
goodness.
that's all the reality that I have.
Yeah. That's all I
right.
got.
Well, thanks for spilling.
Yeah.
Are you ready for some Am I the
Yes.
Asshole?
Yes.
All right. So I like this one. So, am I the asshole for suing my best friend of 13 years after he pushed me into shark infested waters as a prank?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
It says, I'm a 27-year-old male. I've been best friends with my friend, who's another 27-year-old male, for 13 years. We've always been super close. Last week, we went on a vacation to a beach state. He doesn't say which one. Probably
That's-
Florida. And
Probably.
everything was going great until this happened. So dramatic.
Oh.
We were hanging out near a pier taking pictures. There were hammerhead sharks in the water, clearly visible, but far enough away. Suddenly, out of nowhere, he shoves me into the water. I freaked out, screaming, thinking I could die. Thankfully, a lifeguard pulled me out right away, but I was absolutely terrified. When I got out, I saw my friend laughing and filming the whole thing. I couldn't believe it. I didn't even say a word. I just went back to the hotel, packed up, and finished the trip on my own. Later that night, he sent me the video making fun of the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
I felt so humiliated and betrayed. He literally put my life in danger as a joke. When I got home, I talked to a lawyer and decided to sue him. I used the video as evidence, and he was served papers yesterday. He called me, and now he's furious, saying it was a joke and that I'm overreacting after 13 years of friendship. Am I the asshole?
Yes,
Yeah,
you are.
I kind of think so. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a joke. You
It
even
was a
said they were.
joke.
You even said they were far enough away.
Yeah.
Like I
You just got thrown into the water. Like, quit being dramatic.
right, you know, like
I mean,
was it as
seriously.
dramatic as you're making it out to be? You said the lifeguard pulled you out right away.
Right away. Come on.
I think he was embarrassed more than anything.
Probably. And
I
okay,
think.
if the lifeguard would have said something along the lines like, "Oh my goodness, that's, like you almost died," or whatever.
It's not like he didn't say anything about like one touched his leg or they were swimming towards
No.
him like chum in the water. Like
Yeah.
I think he was embarrassed more than anything.
Yeah. Now,
And
okay,
that's why.
if they had just poured chum to draw in sharks and then you throw your best friend in,
Right.
okay,
Yeah.
you're not
That's
the
different.
asshole.
Yeah.
But come on.
I don't think you should sue him over it.
No, that's so
I think you
dumb.
should get him back. Oh my gosh, I did not read my thing.
Girl.
I'm slacking. I never sit in this chair. I don't know what's going on. So we're going to do it now. Da, da, da. Time for a commercial break. So NTX Radio is a radio and podcast collective proudly serving all of North Texas and can be heard all over the world on TuneIn Radio and on the NTX Radio app on Android, Apple CarPlay, or just ask Alexa to play NTX Radio. Check out our lineup and more at ntxradio.com. We thank our valued partners in helping us amplify the voices of North Texas. Be sure to connect with Todd Hurd and Associates, attorneys at law, for all your civil law needs at texasattorneylaw.com. And if you're processing credit cards, join the Swipe Nation today and save on processing fees at swipenationusa.com. Locally owned and operated. And the holidays are just around the corner. Be sure to shop thetiffy.com for Tiffy sleeves and scarves. And when you're ready to deliver the right message to the right people at the right time, email Tiffany at t.hurd@ntxradio.com for advertising rates. Y'all, best advertising rates in the town. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Word.
I know. I forget about those over there. I
Eric
should have had
says-
it sitting in front of me.
Eric says, how can he get pushed in when the pier railing is so high?
Right? Like what is happening there? All right. So you were showing me some cards during the break. And I was like, we're still live. You know, that's right. That's why I muted you because I didn't know if you knew. So I was like, we'll just turn her off.
Nope. I was just going to be really quiet and I wanted to be
okay.
In your face.
In my face. Did you see how I had to lean in to read? I don't have my glasses.
Yeah. So I'm going to ask a fun get to know ya.
Okay.
What's the grossest thing you've ever tasted?
Olives. I didn't even have to think about that. Olives. Gross. Ew. Black, green, stuffed. Nope. Don't do it. I won't even drink a martini because I don't like vermouth. Nope. Won't do it. It's gross. And my kids and my husband love olives. Like their favorite pizza is pepperoni and black olives. Nope. I'm not going to do it. Nope. It's gross.
For me, I would have to say, when I was a kid, a pimento cheese sandwich.
Ew, I don't like pimento cheese either. My mom used to make me eat them. Blech, gross.
I don't like pimento cheese. And I don't, I think the grossest of the grossest things I've ever tasted is a sweet pickle.
Oh, like the bread and butter pickles? Yeah, those aren't very
Clint
good
buys
either.
these ones called
Ew,
maple bourbon.
I mean, I like maple bourbon stuff, but I don't.
A maple bourbon sweet spicy pickle.
Ew.
No.
Oh, Angie said she doesn't like black licorice. I do.
I do not.
I do.
I do not. But what's weird
I'm one of
is
those weird ones. I like black licorice.
I've had it enough that I can taste it in certain wines and certain foods.
Really?
Yeah.
So can you, when I make my Glühwein, can you taste it in that? I mean, I don't like throw black licorice in there, but the star
Yeah.
anise has like a licorice.
Yes.
Can you?
I can taste anise in any wine. I
Wow.
mean, it's the weirdest thing. I can smell it and I can taste it. It's so crazy.
Weird. Okay.
I think because I was around it so much when I worked for Purina.
Oh,
Maybe. I don't
mhm.
know.
I don't know. Oh, I forgot to tell you the song that I'm super into right now.
Yes. What is it?
So it's called Wicked Game by Lusaint.
Okay.
Very good. Very
Very
good.
good.
Yeah.
Mm.
Very demure.
Okay.
Very mindful. I'm kidding.
No, it is not.
No.
You
No,
do
you
not
listen
listen
to
to demure
Shh.
music.
Shush yourself. We don't talk about that.
Okay.
No, but it's
I
a
think-
good song. It's kind of like, it reminds me, like, it's kind of got like this dark vibe to it. Like I don't know. That's what it is.
I'm shocked. Okay, let's see. Angie says I have a lot of favorite songs, so I won't answer that.
Yeah,
No,
I
don't.
know.
Yeah, because
No, this is like my number one song right now.
right now.
Yeah, right now.
Okay, what is the dorkiest thing about you?
What's the dorkiest thing about me?
Mhm.
That you're my best friend?
Burn.
Burn. No, I don't know. I'm a big dork. I know I am. I know I
You are.
am, and I
That's
am
fine.
not. What is it?
I
There's
support
this
it.
thing out on TikTok right now that
TikTokers.
Well, did you see I sent you a TikTok and he was like, "What's up, tater tits?" And I was like, "That's gonna be my new insult." Yeah. I just it's called coming into my unhinged sparkle era. And I was like, what the hell is an unhinged sparkle? Everything's an era now.
Yes,
You
it
know,
is.
everything's an
It
era.
is.
Well, basically, I don't give an F about nothing. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't
I'm
care.
working on
That
it.
I don't know if there's anything. I mean, people probably think there's dorky things about me, but
I would say our dorkiest thing that we do it at our age, because at our age you don't meet many people that crochet.
oh yeah, I do
You
have some old
don't.
lady habits. Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say I think that's the dorkiest
Okay.
thing
I'd agree
we
with
both
that.
do.
Yeah.
I'm totally
Yeah.
fine with that.
Yeah. I like my old lady hobbies.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, did you ever in your whole life ever collect anything?
Collect anything?
Yeah, like okay, for example, when Clint and I were dating, I told him I liked frogs,
Uh-huh.
and so then I started getting a lot of frogs. So I was getting glass figurines,
Okay.
things that had frogs on
Um,
them.
I have since stopped my obsession with it because, well, my husband made me coffee mugs. I
Oh.
love a good coffee mug and shot glasses. I had a lot of
Oh,
shot glasses,
we used to have
but
those
I've gotten
too.
rid of a bunch of them. Now I just have I have my ones from like our trips. When we take our trips, I get a shot glass.
Mhm.
So I've got from the places we have visited. So
Yep.
I think that's really I don't think I didn't collect anything when I was a kid.
You
I
didn't?
mean, I don't think so.
Angie says I love ceramic figurines. Yeah.
Ceramic figurines. Okay.
I have the little so way back when my great grandmother gave me these little dolls. They were porcelain dolls with gold numbers on them for your age, and it started at birth and it went up to I think the
Oh, like
highest
the
I got
precious
was
moments thing?
kind of like that, yeah.
Okay.
And so it was like the original willow tree
Oh, okay.
figurines.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so I have all the way up to I think 14, and then I think my Mimo stopped, or maybe she forgot.
Do you still have them?
Mhm.
Oh my god.
They're in a box.
They're in a box somewhere in your living room. No. Shut up. Don't say that.
I think they're under my bed.
Yeah. See,
With all
Angie
my
likes
other-
coffee cups too. I like a good coffee cup.
I do too, and it's really hard not to
He
buy
let me
them
keep
for
4.
y'all.
He let me keep
Aw.
4. I
That's
mean,
not okay.
they all match now, and I like my little white. They're just plain white. They match all my dishes. But I have one that Brandon got for our 7th or 9th wedding anniversary, and it has like It's been like so many thousands of hours. Like it's the exact amount of hours in 9 years. And then I have the Office one. It says Bears, Beats, and Battlestar Galactica. And then the
Yes.
kids each have a fun mug. And that's
Yeah.
it. And then the rest are my white ones. Yeah.
I have some really cool Friends ones that I got from someone in the chat
Oh
from her
yeah.
mommy.
Oh, you've got
Yes.
those Central Park perk one. Perk.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I can't always want to say park. I'm like, that's not right.
I will say Angie's mom also willed to me unintentionally, but they're the Campbell's soup cups. You know what
Oh,
I'm talking about?
yeah.
The little Campbell's girl face on it.
Yeah.
And all I
I have
want to
2 of
do
those, but they're
sometimes,
solid white to match the rest of my dishes.
all I want to do with them is put a big cup of coffee in there. But I'm like, but it's a soup bowl. How would Mrs. Campbell's feel if she knows putting coffee in her soup bowl?
Yeah, it's fine.
I can't do it.
Yeah, it's fine.
Maybe that's a neuroses type thing that I have.
Maybe.
Like, okay, since we're on this little kick of
Okay.
getting to know people, I will not eat a taco from one place and a salsa from another. Has to be together. So Taco Bell has to have Taco Bell salsa. Fast Taco has to have Fast Taco salsa. Shut your mouth.
No, I'm picturing like somebody being like, "Oh, well, I want Taco Bell, but we got to go to Taco Casa and get salsa." Like nobody does that. But
Hey,
like
you know, people keep those extra packets in their
yeah, like here you go.
fridge. Yeah. I won't do it.
You won't do it?
No.
Okay.
Homemade tacos do not get any extra packets. It
Oh,
has to be regular salsa.
I buy Taco Bell sauce in the bottle. My kids and my husband love it. Yeah. It's good. It makes it taste like Taco
maybe.
Bell without giving the effects of Taco Bell.
You mean without making you have diarrhea?
Well, I wasn't going to say that. That's why I said effects.
Oh, leave it to me.
Leave it to
Leave
you.
it to me.
You get a pass. You're sick.
Exactly. I'm not thinking clearly.
Exactly. The salsas
I
have
don't
to
know.
match. Okay.
But every time I'm sick, I have a really good voice. My voice gets better.
It's kind of it's got a
My
little
not sick
gravelly thing going on right now. It's very Phoebe Buffet when she is sick and
Hey, baby.
starts singing.
Bye-bye, my babies.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Oh my
Yep.
goodness.
Okay, let's ask another good one. Okay.
What you got?
Okay. Let's ask this one. Well, okay. What is something you're weirdly good at?
What is something I'm weirdly good at? Baking bread, I think.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say for you.
Yeah. I like to bake bread.
You're a bread connoisseur.
When we like to do chopped Italian salad sandwiches, also known as I guess it's the grinder sandwich that was all over TikTok, but you just chop it up. It's chopped Italian.
It's so good.
I have to make my own hoagie rolls for it.
Oh, Angie, you do have talents. We just can't talk about them on the radio.
Oh yeah, no. No.
I
Okay.
have pictures to prove it.
So what's your weird talent?
My weird talent. Well, I mean, it is weird that I'm a boy mom and that I can do fancy hairdos.
Oh, yeah.
Like that is such a wasted talent in my house.
It is. I can come over and you can do my hair.
Yeah.
It's fine.
can.
I'll walk around with an updo every day. I'll be fancy.
Yes. Let's see. Other than that, I think I am weirdly good at, I don't know. It's like all these weird, like nobody would think somebody at 40 can crochet. No one thinks hairdos.
Now, did somebody teach you to crochet or are you self-taught?
Self-taught. Actually, in Arlington, when I was in 5th grade, they had this what do you call it, like a skills workshop, and you could pick between 2 and 3 different skills, and then for the next month you would go every day for like an hour to the class and you'd learn a special skill.
Okay.
I chose weaving and I chose shorthand.
I have a friend who can weave. Like she's made blankets. I showed you. She paints as well. I shared pictures with you. Her name's Bridget. she is an amazing artist. Like her painting of that leopard was so realistic. It was crazy. Yes.
So good.
She's fabulous.
The crazy thing
Yeah,
with the
she can
weaving
weave too.
is in 4th grade, they made us make our weaving looms. We had to make them out of wood and nails. And so like you learn from the beginning, you learn.
That
and
is
so,
a
like,
weird random talent.
Well, it's crazy because I learned it, and then I think 6 months later, I asked my dad to build me like a really long one,
Yeah.
so that I could make something bigger. And then it was only making scarves and a little bit bigger than scarves. So I was like, no, I want to make a blanket, but I don't want to put them all together.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then shorthand, that was kind of weird.
That is weird. I don't think that's used for anything except like a court stenographer
reporter,
anymore. Yeah.
And I don't think I'd get a job like, oh, in 4th grade.
Yeah.
You know, like
30
way
years back
ago.
when in the 1900s.
How'd y'all know about shorthand back then?
Right. All right. So I've got one. What is the most ridiculous nightmare you have ever had?
Oh, gosh.
Because mine was not that long ago when Kathy Bates was after me.
I told Angie to go to the party as Kathy Bates, and I told her to drag Clint as what's his nuts from Misery and bruise up Clint's ankles.
Yeah.
I thought that'd be so great.
That would be good.
But wait, what was your question?
The most ridiculous nightmare you've ever had.
Oh, yes. Okay. So I've had this one dream, and I'd say I have it at least once every couple of months, and it's the same dream. I basically fly. I'm a vampire.
Do you sparkle too?
I don't sparkle, but I can fly like a crazy person. I can fly.
Okay.
But like in
Do
my
you turn
dream,
into a bat?
Actually,
or are you just like out there zooming around with a cape?
I'm just out there flying. Okay. But here's the problem: is I get up in the air.
Yeah.
And like the harder I beat my wings, the slower I go. And in my dream, that's all I try to do is
it's just fly, and you're going so slow. You're like panicking.
I am. I'm like, I can't get anywhere. So then I slow down.
Okay.
And it's like
weird.
Nothing works in my dream, but I get places and people are scared of me, but I can't. It's the dumbest dream.
Okay. That's pretty weird. Yeah. Yeah. All right. What have you got? Mine was when Kathy Bates was after me.
Oh yeah, Kathy.
I don't know why. Okay, so I watch TV before I go to bed if I don't read, and I turn on The Office. Like that's my sleepy time show. I watch The Office because I've seen it 900,000 times.
That's me
and I don't even know if I was to the Kathy Bates season, but she was mad at me for something, and she was relentless and was not gonna let me go.
You do not mess with Kathy Bates.
And I guess Brandon got into bed, and I like screeched at him like, Kathy Bates is after me, and he was like, okay.
Oh my gosh. That's hysterical.
That's
so if I just show up at your house dressed like Kathy Bates one day, you're gonna.
Not smart to show up at my house. I don't know. I'm just saying.
That's true.
Yep.
It's very true. You have a scary house. Just kidding.
I do have a scary house. I have
a
tiny dog that'll attack you.
Oh, yes. That little beast.
Yep. He's vicious.
Oh my gosh. That is so freaking
All right.
funny.
What have you got?
Okay. So we've asked about like weird talents and stuff, but what is something you're not good at?
What's something I'm not good at?
Yes, you have to admit that about yourself.
I'm amazing at everything. Come on, you knew I was going to say that.
I knew it, 100%. Because I'm sitting here going,
something I'm not good at.
Angie can keep to herself what I already want to say I'm not good at.
Okay.
So we'll just nip that in the bud.
Probably, I'm going to say this is so stupid. Well, like my handwriting. Like, I don't think I have good handwriting.
For real?
But then like sometimes I'll be writing and like, I don't know, like all of a sudden I start writing like my mom and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. And then I'm like, like a serial killer. Like, I don't know. It's weird.
No, it's not weird.
I don't know. You guys, we are out of time. This hour has flown by so fast. Thank you for joining us. We hope Alyssa, Angie, Eric, and Clint feel better.
Yes.
We will see you guys next week.
Hey, no matter what's in your cup, don't forget.
Sip it, spill it, savor it.
St. Grandview to Godly. This is the voice of Johnson County. Joco Community Radio.